What's up, Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising? This is Miss Nostradamus, and this is your Aquarius season tarot reading. So the cards that I actually pulled is the Virtue card, Works, Universal, Worry, Prudence, and the Gemini card as well. My interpretation with this is for all Pisces Sun and Rising. Pisces being highly receptive naturally. It's more amplified with there being an enabling aspect with Jupiter and Scorpio as well, by the way. So you're definitely feeling the undercurrents of a lot of the tension and the power struggles, more or less, and the intensity. So you're overly sensitive to shifts in energy and themes. You may be feeling consumed or even perhaps overwhelmed by the universal chaos ensuing, or so it seems. And that's saying something because Neptune's, you know, associated with no structure. So chaos is more because it's a disruptive sort of energy that's going on. A lot of you are empathics, intuitives, or even clairvoyants as well, so you may know a little bit more insight to it than most other archetypes would as well. But there's no need to work yourself up into worrying tangents. A lot of Pisces archetypes are influenced a lot by the Uranian or Aquarius archetypes just because of the close proximity with the personal planets in astrology. So naturally, you're going to inherit some of the neurotic, kind of delusions more or less, and the delusions just emphasized with Neptune because it's all about fantasy and lack of reality. So you need to trust that the cosmic process or the universal law is doing its work, and it's working as it should. And you need to exercise discernment with your ideas, thoughts, and communications, primarily with other people. Because agitating anybody who is an already unhinged person will potentially provoke them to just lash out on you. And just because of how highly sensitive you are and how intense everybody is, that the energy could be even cut with a knife to an extent, depending on who you ask. There's no benefit to you to have that energy being released at you, and you don't need to, basically exacerbate anything that will disrupt your inner peace to the extent that you're able to, solidify it at this time anyway. So I would highly suggest some, meditation sessions, art therapy, burning sage, some yoga, something. I know you have your own favorite pastime that's, getting into your whole Neptunian groove and just, dwelling with your subconscious and spirit sort of, consciousness, and just do whatever you have to do to calm down and just ride the wave, and it'll be over, hopefully, not too long from now. I mean, in all honesty, if Jupiter's the culprit, then Jupiter's actually not going to be out of Scorpio until November, so I hate to break it to you, but I mean, there's the reality of that. The karma cards that I pulled was Uranus and Sagittarius in the third house. So Uranus is a trauma signature, Sagittarius has to do with mania, and Uranus and Sagittarius is actually associated with insanity, by the way, and the third house has to do with mental association. So on a spiritual level, you could stir up the situation by using your highest ideals by making the right connections. So this is actually the active cards. I would actually highly suggest perhaps the reflection card. So I'll do the blue. So on a spiritual level, an unusual example of insight to understand your ideas. Again, people aren't going to necessarily understand your perspective, and people don't even really understand what's going on with them right now. So, I mean, you of all people could sympathize and understand with that, but you're a little bit more chill and accepting of that, complacent. So on a mental or psychological level, a different way of looking at the wisdom of short-term thinking and trips. So again, don't let this, fixated mentality that's going on right now, derail anything that's long-term or, make you do anything that would be life-altering decisions or anything like that. It's not going to be permanent. Mercury changes a lot, and it's one of the mutable. You're well aware of that, so it'll change. Physiological and mundane, an unexpected change resulting from your understanding of who and what is around you. So, again, what I was emphasizing on. Don't learn the hard way. I just recommend that. I mean, some people can handle it, some people are resilient, but with how sensitive you are, if I hit the nail on the head with the description in the beginning of this, then I would definitely highly advise that you take my advice to just go without. Just save yourself. Yeah. If anything, you can always, if you really feel the need to talk or communicate with people, at least on social media or something like that, people start to flip out, you can just actually turn your phone or your computer off and walk away. There's that. So, yeah, be calm, be safe, and have a good, I guess, rest of Aquarius season, and early happy birthday, by the way.